Hey everybody, my name is Ethan, and this is going to be an episode of Minecraft on the Wombocraft server, as I am calling it. We are playing modded Minecraft, and this is all mods. Now, I have spent quite a long time, hours today, trying to set all this up, trying to find something to record with, and the only thing that I can find, because the NVIDIA does not support modded Minecraft, the little Windows recording does not work on this either for Windows. And I remembered something called Bandicam from a long time ago. Who the hell is shooting me? Fuck you. I remember something from a long time ago called Bandicam, and it is free, and the watermark is at the top of the screen, and that's just because I don't feel like paying $40 to get rid of it right now, but eventually I will. But anyways, that is aside the point. We are going to play some Minecraft here. I spent a little bit searching for an area, and I came across this forest. It looked pretty nice, actually. But the problem is, I came across this little area. I was like, oh, it's a good little spot. It's got a nice hill there. I can dig into it, make some storage, make a little house right here, and I just didn't even see this wonderful, wonderful area right here. This is going to be a much better spot to start our home, start our base. Now, this mod is 200 mods. And I have no idea what all this consists of. I mean, I recognize a couple mods that are in here, but there is way too much for me to even imagine what I want to get into. So I'm just going to focus on building a house and getting a little area set up, and then I can start getting into some of these mods. But it is getting nighttime, so we should sleep before we start building a home. Now, I have spent a little bit of time because one is way over here. Now, I had gotten some resources enough to get me started, enough to get something going. Started a little cave down here. And I think I want to make a home with this wood here, this redwood logs, and I like this cherry wood as well. And I found these on the way here. They look like they're different colored, sort of like I don't know, like they're kind of like ghost looking wood because they're gray, but they're like different colors on the outside. I haven't found out what kind of wood it turns into as far as planks go, but let me grab this red one and see if it might be a good accent color actually. No, it just turns into gray wood. Interesting. That could still be nice though. Some gray with the red wood. Let me grab some other materials here and we will start constructing. So I think the best thing I was going to do was to just build something right here at the top of this hill, but I got to flatten it first because it's looking like I don't have a very big area to work with here unless I kind of do some terraforming. So I'm going to do that and then we will start building. So I'm thinking just a basic square house to start off with. No any particular type of dimensions. I might try to make some sort of unique shape here, give it a kind of like two different size squares. So let me see, I gotta line this up here. Oh shit. Alright, so like that, and then we could have a smaller one. Let's see, how many spaces do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 spaces. That's not okay. Minecraft has to be odd numbers because you always have to have a center. I didn't even check how the distance. Oh, that's, man. Okay, hang on. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, yeah, that's gonna work. So 4 high. And then line up there, line up here. And then we can do like a 5 by 5 maybe. So this is gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that could work, I guess. Just have like a one little window there. Well, we don't even have to do that, probably not. Let me just go ahead and build. So it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? Oh. And you don't know. It's just gonna be a regular squared house to start with. And we can do like a little fenced in, maybe garden or something out here. And I have to sleep again because nighttime in this mod is quite terrible. There is everything, anything you can imagine is in this game, and everything wants to hurt you, and everything's very strong. So we're just going to skip that. Now you always want to add like a little bit of depth to builds. You don't want it just to be flat. I'm not going to sit here and pretend I'm the best builder, but I've been playing Minecraft long enough in my life that I know a little bit, just a little bit. I've been playing Minecraft since I was 11, or whenever Minecraft came out, whenever it was still an alpha, before it was even a proper game. Whenever it was just like that green grass and there's some cobblestone below it. And then all the way through beta, and then until the final release of 1.12, I think it was, or 1.1, and then 1.2, yeah, 1.12. But it was like 1 point something, 1.2, 1.3 was the first release. I think it was 1.2 was the first official release of Minecraft. And I don't know, I think just from years and years of playing, I can make something that at least looks slightly appealing to the eye. So what we can do, if I can get on top of here, so we're going to have the door frame here, obviously. And then these are going to be windows, double windows there. And same on this side, and we can probably do just a flat back. Make this whole back side one whole piece. Maybe have a window in the center. So the center is going to be right here, these three. Yeah. Could have lots of natural light. And then we'll also do windows on the side over here. Now, as far as storage goes, we'll probably just keep it in the cave for now. This is just going to be more aesthetic. There's not going to be much purpose to this other than it giving some character to the world. You know, now that I think about it, I build a lot of my houses the same, I'm not going to lie. But we can add these logs here. And then it can have a red roof maybe, sloping down. Maybe 2-pillar. No, I don't think it's big enough or wide enough for a 2-pillared roof. Maybe it is. I don't even know if I can build the 2-pillared roof, honestly. But we'll put some stairs along the side, or along this front edge. Let's see. We need a crafting table. I already made one. Look at there. So I'm gonna turn. Oh, I'm gonna need to get more already. But we can go ahead and use what we've got. Then. Yeah, see? And then we could even potted plants out front with some trap doors. That would look nice. We'll just keep this theme going all the way around the entire house. You know, we'll do some potted plants on this side too. Why not? Just in front of the windows there. Oh, I need some of all the dirt. I used it all. I used it all to flatten it out, and now I need more. What I need, like 8 pieces, right? Now let's make some trapdoors. Put flowers on. And I know that there's flower pots, and I know that there's lots of ways to make things look nicer, but I kind of like the old school method of just having. Oh, how do you make a trapdoor? Oh, that's gonna be nice. Okay, cool. I like that they have these colors on here already. I think there's just something pleasing about that aesthetic there. Or should I make them red? Alright, I almost wish it was an entirely different color. Because it does... It's either clash... Well... No, I think it's fine. I think red is what I'm going to go with. I don't want to go searching for too much. There's plenty of builds where I can be more creative. This is just our start at home. We're not going to be doing anything fancy here. No, I'm not going to sit here for 20 minutes trying to figure out some design when this is just something to get us started, get the ideas flowing, get the aesthetic, try to figure out what we want to do with this area. And it's just going to keep it nice and simple for now. All right, now we need flowers. And so we got one flower here. You know, there was flowers everywhere when I first started. What are these? These flowers too? It's somewhat. That's the thing about mods, is your inventory. Inventory gets full so fast. I don't know if I like these black flowers or not, but that seems to be the only thing that's kind of rule of thumb that I've always played by with Minecraft is I want to use the materials that are in the general vicinity of the area to gauge what I use to make my builds. Now this build is going to be slightly different just because this gray wood is not found anywhere near here. It's kind of closer to spawn. But like we could take this tree here and whatever that wood ends up being, we can maybe use for the docks or something like that. Because I want to make like a little something that we can fish off of. Maybe make this little pond a bit bigger, manufacture it in a way that is maybe more rounded and maybe not such like a stream. And oh, I see on the map, it kind of, this hill honestly could just go. We could TNT that hill, or maybe, oh, we could dig like a little tunnel through. Oh, that'd be nice. Yeah, we should do that. All right, I think that's what I want to do, actually. But we'll see, we can put these black flowers up front. And then we have, oh, we need one more. Oh, no, I want it to be dirt. I don't want it to be grass. I don't know how I can keep it from spreading, actually. Maybe that happened before. Maybe I wasn't paying attention. But we need one more flower. We'll take that blue one right up there. There we go. Okay, coming along nicely. Oh, we need to add... Boom. Right there. Boom. And the doors. We will do red doors as well. I think that'll be the most fitting. Because if not, we have too much gray, I think. It's here. How does that look? Oh, it looks nice. Okay. Now, it wouldn't make sense to do a cobble roof, but we could do just a cobble floor. I know that's not the best thing to choose from. It's not the most pleasing to the eye. It doesn't make the most sense in any way, but I don't have too many building materials right now, so cobble is going to be what the floor is made of. Just a nice stone floor. Now, because cobble is gray as well, I think we need to use this redwood in order to get that second floor going. Otherwise, it's just going to clash. Or it's not going to clash, but it's going to be too much gray if I try to go for the gray wood on the ceiling, because this will look a little bit better, a little bit brighter. And I never know how to make an entrance to that second floor. I think I'm actually going to do an outside entrance. I don't want to put anything. Excuse me. Oh, there we go. I think I had a mouse over it or something. I didn't even see the option for that wood. Yeah, because if I try to put like a ladder or something in here, that's just, I think that's too simple. We can do more with that. That's the most probably practical thing to do, because it's going to be impractical to have to walk outside and then go up the stairs. However, I think that's going to look better. Think about Minecraft, or at least it is with me, and I think this is with anybody. You can envision something in your mind, and it can, damn it, it can look in your head. It seems like such an amazing thing that you want to build. Like, it's going to come out perfect. You know exactly how you want to do it, and then you step up to the keyboard and you try to lay it out, and it just never quite turns out the way you thought it was going to. That's how I always feel every time I pick up this game and every time I try to play. I have all these crazy plans and I have all these mega builds that I think I know how to do. And I can see them. I can see them in my head, but then every time I go to do it, it just looks like ass. It looks terrible. Here how is. Wow. Here's how the house is coming along. Basically, I'm just going to add just another layer on top here. I'm going to leave it squared. I'm not going to put a prepper roof on it. I'm just going to get like just like a trim around the whole thing. Well, no, I actually kind of, I think it would make sense to have a roof of some sort. But then again, not everything has to make sense. I'm going to leave it squared. I think I'm going to leave it squared. So it's the construction part is essentially done. But I still want to add a gardened area out here. Then I also want to add some out here, a little dock, clean this up, make it look nice. I need to add glass into all these windows. Gravel has gone through a lot of textures in Minecraft. That might not be true. It might only be 2. I know for sure they changed gravel 1 time, but it feels like they've changed gravel a lot. And no matter how many times they change gravel, no matter how many times they update it, gravel always looks just terrible to me. They've yet to figure out a good gravel texture, and I don't know why that's difficult. Because I just wanted to add like a little area here that I can connect to this little sorry, excuse for a dock. The wood that came from this tree that I replanted looks like a weird version of that sea stone that the monuments are made out of, the sea monuments. And it just doesn't seem like it fits. This doesn't seem like a dock. I'll probably change it at some point, but I wanted to make a path that connects from the house. But in order to do that, there needed to be like a proper outline, defined area that sets the house as a boundary, like a threshold, so that I can actually start a path that can connect this. And I had just enough gravel to do this, but I just have never liked the way gravel looks in this game. And I think a lot of people feel that same way. And there's plenty of texture packs that make gravel look good, and I don't know why they can't just adopt, just adopt that texture pack, just take its likeness. I mean, with all Microsoft owns Minecraft now, they got all the money to do whatever they want with this game. And to be fair, they're doing a lot of stuff. It's Minecraft was bought by Microsoft, and they didn't ruin it. They didn't ruin it. The game is still persisting. Now this is modded, to be fair, so there's a literal endless amount of things I can choose from here that would probably work better than gravel. But because I don't know what all of these mods do and what they consist of, and this is really an overwhelming amount of things, I can try to begin to fathom. It's like, what are these? What is this here? Free runners? It's like bionic equipment. There's all kinds of stuff in this to get into, and I just want to make a nice little house, and so I want to just use what I know. But there's gotta be a way to make this better. One of my absolute favorite blocks in Minecraft is this podzol. Is that what it's called? Podzol, yeah. I think that's how you say it. I remember when they added the biome that this stuff is in, and seeing the screenshots in the game, and it looked like, obviously it wasn't trees this big, but it was the big spruce trees in vanilla Minecraft. And they had like this nice little valley cut out with the river, and they had this podzol, and it looked so nice, and the screenshots. And then when that biome, when you find it normally, it never lived up to the justice or the hype that was those screenshots. It never got those nice, like, weird valleys. And it's honestly just kind of disappointing to me, because I love that block a lot, and you can only get it if you have Silk Touch, which is also a little upsetting, because Silk Touch is not a guaranteed. It's not a guarantee that you ever get that when you enchant something. But I want to make this kind of mismatch. I want to throw some other blocks into the mix that isn't just this coarse dirt, because I want it to look sort of natural. If there is anything that I pride myself in Minecraft, that's terraforming. I can take at least, I can make a piece of land that did not exist before and make it look naturally generated. At least I feel like I can. I've always kind of had an eye for sporadic, random, potentially naturally generated terrain. And the way you do that is by mixing and matching and just not really thinking too hard about where blocks need to go. And I'm making a very straight path right there, but I'm going to fix that in just a moment. It's not going to look so defined, because I think things look better when they look natural, as if the game generated it on its own, as opposed to very man-made structured lines, things like that. This is the coarse dirt, right? No, this is the regular dirt. Interesting. Did I run out already? It would appear that I have. Okay, I'm going to finish this, and we'll figure out what else we want to do later. I'm basically finished with this little path here. I added some stone walls, just kind of sporadically, just so I can put some torches down. And I do want to connect a way to the little cave here, and I also want to do something with this cave to make it more intentional and less like a run away from the monsters. So I would love to add something where these trees kind of overhang, or use maybe use the leaves. And I also want to get a reed farm growing over here with these with the sugarcane. You know, I call them reeds because in original Minecraft, at the very beginning, these were called reeds, and they changed them to sugarcane later. But I'm just going to throw some of these around, kind of just overwhelm this area with sugarcane. And I can use that to make books later on as they grow. I'm going to harvest some of the leaves off of one of these trees, which with some shears, and try to start working on a little tunnel that will connect this area. That way it looks, like I said, more intentional of a cave. That gets that serves a purpose of sorts, at least to make it appear that way. Getting leaves from these trees has proven to be quite difficult because of the way that they're shaped. So I tried to de-shed this one, and it leaves the tree very sparing, especially when you try to collect the wood that's around it. I'm going to have to get back up there and take all those down one by one eventually. But the general basic idea here is it'll at least be 3 high. I'll have to bump it up starting here, either that or recede this further back. And the inside will probably be pretty squared, probably more hallway-like, but the outside I'm going to add just randomly. They'll be reaching out, sprawling over, and it won't look just like this one little layer. It's going to be very thick, and it's going to make it look like a kind of part of the forest, and I can maybe try to actually build some like roots and vines and stuff to go over it to give it some structural support, at least to make it look so. There is no such thing as structural support in Minecraft. You can have floating blocks. But I think that's about to wrap up this first little episode here. I need to get a food situation set at some point because I've been struggling for food this entire time, just eating berries and little plants that I can find. I haven't really found any animals. I don't even see any on the minimap for that matter. Well, that's it for now. That is episode 1 of all the mods on the WomboCraft server. Again, my name is Ethan. If you liked what you saw, if you enjoy this content at all, even a little bit, if you didn't enjoy the content, please let me know. Give me some feedback. Positive reinforcement, negative reinforcement, I don't really care. Just tell me what you might want to see. Somebody, please tell me what this game consists of, because there's so many mods to get through, and I have no idea what I'm doing. There's only a handful of mods that I've played through the years that I know at least decently well. And I would love to explore all the mods has to offer. And I will catch you guys in the next episode.